Markleek has joined the Chongqing federal government in the war against us. Okay, so now they're both on... Well, Markleek's on 99. Chongqing actually capitulated first. So let's save the game here real quick so that we can actually refer back to this if we need to. I think it's basically... Oh no, Fentiang's... What? 72% now? That was a bit of a change from the 50-50. Chongqing's gone. They completely cut me off. Bastards! Alright, that's a pretty big, scary Fentiang. Alright. And that just forced me out of the peace with Markleek. Does that mean I'm not going to get anything from this? If I'm not technically in a war against them. Yeah, because they're back. Oh, you bastards! Huzzah! Wow, the game screwed me out there. Crikey. AI cheats, yeah. I was like, no, you're not in this. Back off. Oh, by the way, I'm taking everything now. Alright. Well, now is the time to start seriously considering... Oops. No, you were supposed to be the Burma front. Do I really care about the Burma front? No. No, I don't. So this is going to be the Qi-Yuan front. And your objective is just to go forwards. Except for the garrison units who are still garrisoning. Perfect. Then... you guys... are going to be more precisely positioned. Your job's going to go through these mountains. Good luck with that. And this terrain isn't as bad. We'll have the elite force, in inverted commas, here. Pushing up to there. We'll have this force pushing up from here. To here. Off you go. How many troops do they have? We've actually got more. They're at 60. I'm at 150. They do have more industry. I have more manpower. Wow, they are out of manpower. Impressive. And yeah, Air Force. I have a significantly larger Air Force. They have about 800 planes. I have 3,000. The only Air Force I'll have to contend with will be the Japanese one. Plus, of course, the Japanese Navy. Which is going to be fun with my... Where are they? Oh, they're down here, aren't they? Training. 4 heavy cruisers. Speaking of my 4 heavy cruisers, I'm gonna need you guys to stop training. I want you to stay in Guangzhou. You're gonna be in a new fleet. Oops. Damn it. New task force. New fleet. I wish that worked the same way as armies. Where any ships you have selected are split out into the new fleet instead of the whole thing. You are going to be in charge of that because you don't actually exist there. This is the training fleet. Yes, please do split off. Not you. And before I can really use this fleet, I'm gonna have to get some destroyers and things. Yeah, there are gonna be Japanese naval invasions. Oh, Fintiang's actually got a navy, a bigger one than me. And they have more shipyards. They've been building up. Ah yes, they are finally joining the co-prosperity sphere. That's a pretty big boost, crikey. Place the rising sun with imperial glory. Plus 0.25 daily political power, plus 50% stability. 50% war support, justify war goal time. "48 special forces minimum capacity." That's not a percentage modifier. That's just a minimum of 48 special forces. That's ridiculous. I want that modifier. I want that badly. I mean, it's not hard. It's not easy to get. You have to have taken out the legation cities, and also China, and the Dutch. "48 battalions. But still, that's still like 8 divisions with my current size. But what I'm looking for are these. They've already lost their voting privileges. They and Germany have. Japan threatening the Philippines. Claim on Malaya and the East Indies and all non-American Pacific Islands. Johnson Atoll, Phoenix Islands, Samoa, Hawaii, East Indies, Indochina, Germany. They don't actually have any war goals against me, I don't think. Just Vientiane? No. Unless it's decisions, which I can't see. Hey Mordred, I was wondering what faction in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich was the most difficult that I still enjoyed. Sardinia, I think. That's actually a very good question. Good question, I like that. Sardinia, you're really up against it. Just because you are so small with such limited resources. Bulgaria would certainly be up there. Bulgaria was a lot of fun. I would kind of include the Union of Britain in that consideration too. Because of the way their economy works at the moment. You have to make a lot of very difficult decisions regarding your oil usage. Which really brings to the forefront a lot of the man-the-guns mechanics, which I liked. Yeah, it would be between Sardinia and Bulgaria. Patagonia was okay. I just felt that they had very limited impact on the world at large. Whereas Sardinia, you are forced to be involved. You are in the middle of the Mediterranean. So yeah, I would say Two Sicilies was also a lot of fun, but I wouldn't say they were one of the more difficult ones. So Sardinia or Bulgaria? Can I show you the templates? They are extremely standard. 6 infantry, 3 cannon. This is just because I'm trying to train up the artillery trait, and that's the minimum needed for that. These guys are just infantry with artillery support, and these guys are the same as my infantry for the same reason. Trying to build up the artillery. Because Kaiserreich has a trait down here, Artillery Specialist, which can give you up to 20% more artillery attack, which in China, particularly with superior firepower, is huge. I think they can get war goals with decisions, all of the Chinese leaders can. Yeah, that's what I was assuming. Oh, here we go. Now I can join the United Front. League of 8 provinces will receive default major status in the world. Except Chongqing's already dead, so I don't think that would do me any good. That war's over. Continue the reunification lets them spend 15 political power and wait 30 days to declare war on any Chinese nation without CB. Okay, so in other words, I just need to be building up my front lines, because they are clearly going to be doing the same thing. Cool. I feel like I need another artillery army. Close air support 2s, that's good. Because I can then upgrade my close air supports to that. And we're going to do the same for the fighters. Oh, we lost a lot of factories. Of course we did. There we go. And now I have a surplus of steel, which I will reduce my imports of. Right, and then this is the League of 8 Provinces Task Force 1. Which these guys need to join. No, I didn't join the United Front. Legation City stuck around. Yeah. They're in the Entente at the moment. Which is why I'd quite like to see an Entente versus Reichspakt. Alright, France is doing the Underground Railway, which I know pisses Germany off. Project, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Zemph to be, thank you very much for the subscription. Sorry, I missed that one earlier. Welcome to the Maudlings. Hello and welcome. Been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey a lot lately, so I've detailed mindset of the Greek islands. Nice. I just started playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I've just started. I just got out the snowy area. For any of you who have actually played it. Because I was always really interested in Red Dead when it was out on consoles, but I don't have a console, so I never got to play it. It just looked and sounded really cool. Then when it came out on PC, I was like, yep, I'll take that. Alright, Green Water Navy. We know that we cannot build a fleet that will project power in the oceans. We simply lack the technology and the industry. Instead, we must protect our coasts and prevent any enemy from landing on our shores. We'll therefore invest in the types of ships best suited to this purpose. Longest prologue ever. It kind of was.
Billy!
Billy!
有何指示？注意！
Alright, you guys are all looking good. The Russian Empire is already fighting against the Co-Prosperity Sphere. They are going to have a lot of Republic of... Oh, it's the Republic of China now. It's no longer Fentiang. They're going to have a lot of Republic of China forces fighting against them, but between me and Russia, I think we could probably do a lot of good here. And that was a new artillery. Let's go and get improved artillery upgrade 2s. May want to research rocket artillery at some point too. Continue those going. And I want to say, don't ask me about that anymore. That's where my metal usage went. Russian Empire, I will buy steel from you. Enemy of my enemy and all that. How good is rocket artillery? I never use it. It's good. You need most of the upgrades to make it equal to artillery, but the benefit of having rocket artillery and regular artillery, particularly if you have taken the indirect fire doctrine, which we have. Sorry, the integrated, not dispersed. If we've taken the integrated support and the superior firepower line, is you're just cramming more soft attack in your armies. Because they're just a support company. So what I would do is I would just add them to this as another support company for even more firepower. Should really do some German influence purging, as it could happen that they will take over you economically like Japan does to its members. I mean, they're already trying, but I quite like my Tsingtao collaboration, because it's giving me huge bonuses to the things I'm doing, like infrastructure construction. So, am I expecting them to attack me, or are they going to, or am I going to have to attack them? Republic of China has joined the Co-Prosperity Sphere. Even with German arms, yet again victorious in Europe, the world is not what it was before the Second World Krieg. One agreement at a time, the future unfolds. They're not just working on naval as Japan. Secure the rear areas. That was an anti-resistance mechanic. I think I need to declare on them, and I think I need to do it early. And say Jiaodong is mine. Let's do this. Why don't I form the United Join Front? Because I'm not forming it, I'm joining it. And also I suspect that that's going to force me to release puppets, which I don't want to do. Legion Panther, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Abel Aardvark, thank you very much for the follow as well. And Project 7000, welcome to the channel. The German Empire and the Union of Britain have ended their hostilities. A second peace with honour. The Second Weltkrieg, it seems, has ended, much like that of the First, with the fall of France to the Reichspakt forces and the collapse of the international efforts across much of the continent. The Union of Britain once more has been left battling for its very survival against foreign invasion. With German forces unable to gain an effective foothold on the island and the British resolve shattered, Republican leaders accepted calls for an armistice talks with Berlin, and in sight of a full German military parade, today signed a formal peace treaty. Though not the total victory that some German high command might have hoped for, the Internationale has been hollowed out. With the loss of both the Communards and the Republican British, the Kaiserreich remains triumphant in the West. For now, at least. So... what does that mean for the future? Doesn't look like Germany has any anti-Japan stuff. The only one that I can think of is if Japan goes for issue colonial ultimatum. But they haven't even started down that line. I mean, it's 42. That was a really early end. Sweden took 12 states, 2 Sicilies took 8, Papal States took 1, Finnish Socialist Workers' Republic was annexed, Socialist Republic of Italy was annexed, 2 Sicilies looking strong. Sardinia and the Empire of Brazil, the Union of Britain, Sardinia and Chile, Sardinia and Argentina, Sardinia and Mexico. Brazil Entente still at war though, so Entente looks like they're going to take out Brazil. So they've lost India but gained Brazil. The Italian Empire has been declared. Today, King Ferdinando III of the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies declared that, with much of Italy now united under his rule, the nation would be known as the Italian Empire. While some consider the title ambiguous, or ambitious even, the huge crowd in the city of Naples greeted the king's announcement with great enthusiasm. There were some within the Sicilian government who have apparently suggested that the man who reunited Italy should take on the title of emperor, but evidently the king declined. Ours is in truth a land of many kings, he is said to have replied, but they are all united under the empire, just as Italy is a land of many people united under one aspiration. Well done. Yes, well done. Well done. What an ugly colour. It's basically the same colour as EU4. So, Italy, do you have any focuses against, say, the Italian Federation, who are independent? Yes. Short answer. Oh, you're a national populist. So Germany is now going to be pretty passive. The Ottomans are going to be passive. Baratia will probably go to war with the Indian Empire at some point. These two are going to continue fighting. And then, of course, the American Civil War.
准备完毕，长官。
So how long until my justification is finished? 100 days. 4th of April. Let's speed for it until then. Naval, we're up to 5 ships. We've got another 3 heavy cruisers to go. Civilian factories are going up, so we are building more. Actually, this would be a good test. Oh, too late. Improved artillery. I was going to see if we got another factory, if it just disappeared. But I didn't get a chance to check. 1942. This is time to get advanced artillery. Let's do that. We could probably do with getting tanks of some kind now as well. Can I make more mountaineers? Yes. 1. I'll get some more once these are finished though. Water Navy. Collapse of the Union. News travelled quickly today that the Union government has collapsed in the American Civil War. While land was formerly under the control, it's been swallowed up by the other American factions. Namely, the United States. Okay, now I'd say the PSA is in trouble. And the USA is most likely to join... Actually, they could join Co-Prosperity. That would be bad. Hopefully they join the Entente. This mod seems incredibly detailed. It is. An enormous amount of work has gone on here. Oh yes, we need to get a new focus. Now we've got the naval stuff, let's do the air power. Particularly because we do need more air power in the north. We need a dedicated air corps if we wish to differentiate... Sorry, if we wish to make a difference in the skies. The new corps will unify our various air units and allow us to complete the efforts required in order to modernize our ancient air force. So does it actually say what this does? Other than reduces the power of market liberal. If you drop below 40 AOG, does that mean you lose the companies as well? I think it does. The Rocky Mountain ceasefire. The Civil War has ravaged America for many months, but today a ceasefire was called in the conflict after a meeting in Denver between officials of the Pacific States of America and the United States worked out terms. Pacific forces would withdraw to new boundaries west of the agreed-upon border, while the Federal forces would withdraw eastwards. This is not an official peace, however, and many feel that a future reckoning between the two countries, a final showdown, as it were, for the future destiny of America is all but inevitable. Even so, this is a moment of respite for each side to gather their strength and count their dead, and Americans on both sides are celebrating a bit of peace snatched from the jaws of chaos. We'll see just how long that lasts. But I don't see the PSA surviving now. Look at the difference in like factories and army size. Oh dear. I don't think even the devs put this much detail in the base game. No, they haven't. The base game has, what, 12 focuses, maybe? Pretty much every country in this has a focus. Like, not just a little one. A massive one. Like what you're seeing here. There is an enormous amount of detail. Ah, excellent. We have fighter 2s. Good. And we should start producing new ones. Now, I think I probably want to upgrade the engineer companies to make us better at defending. Because I have a feeling that a lot of what we're going to be doing here is defending. Hey, Harry Lemon.